Bro, it's hot. I'm not even gonna open it
It's
like a
hot.
normal podcast. It's hot. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm so
My
sick
balls
and
is
tired
hot.
of it, bro. Yeah,
Get
my
some
balls is
water.
hot.
Shout out to Derek Lewis.
Shit.
Yeah, man,
Oh,
man.
Bro,
Look,
it's the heat that, like, you walk outside and you're like,
this is the heat that was in the movie Sinners. Have motherfuckers humming.
facts,
Stanley
facts.
Yelnats.
The
Fourth.
This
third,
is that holes. This is that holes
man,
heat.
man.
This is that Django Unchained heat. This is that Mississippi Mud type of heat.
It's gross. I don't like it. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Red River Rundown. We've been trying to put out some more episodes for y'all so y'all can be happy and just listen and chat. Today, first, we're going to open her up with this. Are the movies back? Obviously, movies have been going crazy. People have been talking about movies selling like crazy. Tom Holland's all over the place. Isaiah, you tell me, are movies back?
I think, respectfully, movies are back. And the reason I say that is because even though we have to account for inflation to a degree, I always go budget versus profit. The Odyssey, the new Spider-Man movie, the Michael Jackson movie. Michael Jackson movie grossed $1 billion in the box office, bro. People are finally going back to the movies. They're not waiting for things to come out on streaming. Even though some of the movies might not be hitting, I truly believe that movies are back, and quite frankly, I think that the same group of actors are really dominating the box office. Like Robert Pattinson's about to come out with a biopic of Chris Hansen. And that shit kind of looks fire. I just saw the preview and I was like, I kind of want to watch this. Even Masters of the Universe did decent numbers in the box office. Like remakes are kind of coming back, original ideas, original like movie plots are coming back. Obsession I haven't seen it, but that's being talked about like it's the movie of the year. And it was a low budget movie. Backrooms, same thing. Like I think we're to a point where like movies are back, dog, and people need to start going to the movie theater again.
I'm the complete opposite. I don't think movies are back. I think you're looking at the bottom dollar of how much they grossed instead of how much they profited, because movies aren't that profitable anymore because you have AI that can do a lot of the stuff that CGI can do. So I don't know if they're back. I know there's actors that people love and they'll go
pay
out
to
and
see.
support it. Yeah, but I don't know how long, like how sustainable it is. I say it as from like, are the movies back? Back to what? I don't think the movies will ever be back. I think that's an older tradition. I think older people are going back to the movies, but I don't think younger people care because it's not their culture. It's not their tradition to go to the movies. And so I think the movies are part of the culture that is fading. And again, it is something that we remember from when we were younger and from the older generations that love to go to the movies and stuff. And I'm not saying that people don't go, but I do think that it is a trend that we will continue to see die out. What's the benefit of going to the movies, spending $50 when you could just wait an extra week and it's on? We watched the Super Mario movie, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks later, it's on Peacock.
It wasn't no 2 week. Yo,
Okay.
chill. That movie came out in March, bro. It's August. It just dropped like last week. You still gotta wait about 3 or 4 months. Or you could digitally download it and buy it. Yeah, if you're on like
All
Amazon
I know
Prime.
is you mentioned Mortal Kombat 2 not that long ago, and it's already on HBO Max.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm saying you still got about 3 to 4 months before it hits streaming. But if you don't have that production, whatever that production company streams through, if you don't have that, then you won't see it. And then you still got to buy it. So if you don't want to buy it, or if you don't want to wait for it to come out on streaming, there's an idea that you can actually go to a movie and enjoy it and see it versus wasting your time to wait for it to come out on streaming and then hate it anyway. You can just get it out the way early. And you're probably spending about the same amount of money because streaming services aren't cheap anymore. versus spending $20 probably is what a movie ticket costs now for one person versus seeing it then. I feel like there's a lot of hate coming from you as far
No,
as the
it's
movie
it's
thing.
really it's really not. It's just it's a you're old. I'm old. I understand that us as 30 plus year olds look at it and say, yeah, maybe we want movies to come back. And anyways, but we want movies to come back. It's one of the thoughts that we talk about. It's things like that. But the younger generation, I don't think they have that same conversation. I don't like. I went and talked to a football team of Texas high schoolers. They have no interest in going to the movies at all. So I'm looking from what is coming from the younger crowd versus where we are and saying we're trending out of our prime. They're coming up. They don't vibe with the movies that way, and that's why everything does get trashed on. And even if it like, I don't think the gap between streaming and whatever else is that much. And it's like concerts. People don't go to concerts as much as they used to. People don't, and it's just because it is just a different thing. It's just a different vibe. It's a different. It's like oh man, y'all don't get crunk. We used to get crunk, and it's like yeah, because it's just different. It's all just different, bro.
Well,
I
I guess.
I tend to
Oh no,
I tend
sorry.
to
Go
lean
ahead, Kevin.
towards. I lean more towards Isaiah. I think the concept of the movies is coming back, and the only reason I feel like that is because they picked the right movies to put in theaters. Like Spider-Man, they pick movies they know are going to blow out the box office, and I think part of that has to do with the actors. I remember like when it was a real threat of streaming taking over the experience at the movies. Just one movie in particular, Black Widow. And I remember Disney releasing that straight on their streaming platform instead of it going to the movies. And I remember there being something that happened with the royalties involved with it that pissed Scarlett Johansson off. And it caused a whole thing. Because I think they make a lot more if they, like for instance, Tom Holland, I think makes a lot more now off of that movie, seeing what it did on opening weekend, breaking the record all time for profit or whatever. I do agree with you though a little bit, Marlon, because I think that the price to how much it costs just to go to the movies is stupid. It's so dumb, and
Get
that
you a
probably
matinee,
detracts
man.
young people. Like,
Even if you catch a matinee, it's fucking 14 or 15 bucks.
yeah,
You get a $8 drink and then a $4 popcorn.
yeah,
It's $9 to have $10 a month to have Peacock. It's right there.
yeah.
Look, man, that's why my wife sneaks in candy and we share one drink. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to be smart about this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
No,
I just think about like the movies that they choose to throw out there. Like, I was ready for Spider-Man. I was excited to watch it. I wanted to go see it when it came out. I didn't want to have to sit around and wait. So I went and watched it. I'm excited for the new Avengers next year. I think that's going to be a badass movie.
But so when you say are the movies back, I'm comparing to what the movies were in their heyday.
Oh yeah,
The
no.
movies that you're talking about, they were going to sell regardless. Like those are
Right.
movies like Marvel or Avengers and
Yeah.
Spider, like that. It's gonna. I'm talking about just rando movies. Like, is the movie industry pushing out enough for me to be like, oh, it's back? No, it's
I
Tom
think
Holland's
they're
hot in the
trying to.
streets. Well, no, I think there's definitely an avenue for it, but I mean, bro, there's a reason that the UFC is going to streaming. There's a reason that WWE went to streaming. Because
Mhm.
streaming is what it is. I'm not saying that the movies will never be a thing or people won't be able to enjoy the movies. It's still going to be a thing. Like, bro, the drive-in movies were a big popular thing in the 70s and 80s, and there's like one in Oklahoma City right now, and people still
Shout out to the
enjoy it.
Winchester, baby.
Right. People still enjoy it from time to time. It hasn't went anywhere, but it's not as available because people, bro, like, what the fuck am I going to? Like, you want me to sit in my car and waste my air conditioning in this heat? Nah, bro. You got me messed up, fam. You got me messed
Gotta
up.
go in the fall
but-
and the winter only.
But I will say there's been some heat as of late from movies. I've enjoyed seeing it. But again, I'm not going to the movies. I'm enjoying it at the crib. Because I'm not, again,
Okay,
I'm making oxtail and watching the movies at the crib for cheap. For cheap, bro.
okay. I guess my question is with the consumer, right? The people that would be going to the movies. It's the range is huge, but the range of the consumer is what would you say, like 25 to 45?
I would say like
because that's the
older
range.
the older Gen Zers.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the last generation that are going to the movies. Everything after that, it's one of those, yes, you'll have occasional people from the next generations after that that'll do it because their parents, uncles, aunts, and stuff did it. But as far as like, is that something that they're all going to do? No. Yeah.
I guess
tell you
another
this.
reason.
For instance, we used to be like on a Friday night, we would be like, hey,
Yeah.
bro, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go
21
to the
Jump Street.
movies. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Hundred
they're like, hey, bro, Kai Cenata's streaming tonight.
that's
I'll tell you this.
crazy concept.
With the
It's just
with
different.
the
bro.
way that prices
Yeah.
are, it's only taken a few it's only taken a few super disappointing movies like movie 43 where I've gone and I've spent the money on a ticket and on a drink and on popcorn, and I walk out of there $55 in the hole and the movie is hot trash. You know?
I remember
I
all
can
of us
be like-
walking out
Now
like,
I'm like,
what the
all right, I'm
fuck
only
was
going
that?
for certain franchises, like ever.
Right. Whenever I know it's gonna hit, I'll go. We used to go to movies just
To go.
I don't
just
even
'cause it
know if
looked
this
cool
movie's
or
gonna be
funny.
good or not. Yeah. And that conversation doesn't get had as much anymore. Honestly, it's very rare that you talk to people and actually talk about movies as like people are more talking about Netflix originals or like
Yeah.
it's just
shows.
yeah,
It's
because
mostly
you know
shows
why?
at this point.
You know why? Because entertainment
Yes.
has entered the Blu-ray, bro. We're on to something new, bro. That's what it is. Get on board or get lost. But gentlemen, tomorrow, did you guys know this? On TV, there will be the greatest franchise of all time have a preseason game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Green Bay Packers. But quick question, because I've seen this question. I've seen some players, obviously older veterans, and then some younger people. And they said, like, oh, the preseason doesn't really matter. Some players say it does. To y'all, does the preseason really even matter?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely, it matters. The reps
because
matter.
you get to
Like-
cut 35 guys
Yeah.
and make them go somewhere else.
Well, and it's not
You
even not even just the guys that get cut or who you're trying to weed out off the roster. I mean, I look at people across the league that hold out because of contracts, and then whenever the holdout ends, they come back and they're terrible. Like
Hand me,
Brandon
baby.
Brandon Ayuk a couple years ago
Ooh,
couldn't
and
catch a
then
pass to
hey,
save his fucking life.
easy, Cam. Because if Brandon
Sorry.
Ayuk sees that, he might go on crazy on you.
He might,
And-
but we'll be all right. You know what? Nah, but yeah, he wasn't. I mean, you know, like the reps matter. It's the preseason is like scrimmages to me in high school football. Like as much as people don't want to say that they matter, getting out there against a whole different team that doesn't practice against you every day and know what you're doing and having to execute. I mean that matters. And then obviously the guys that are fighting for a roster spot. I mean, it matters to them too.
There's
That's
nothing
my
better
take.
than watching Hard Knocks and watching the coach call that scrappy fifth string tight end from Middle Tennessee State Appalachian University,
Chris,
and they
come here.
love
Come here.
they love his story. And they call him in the office and they go, "Yeah, man, we're gonna go in a different direction. Okay,
We love you.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we love you. You're a great.
We want
guy.
to stay in contact with you. We, go to
Keep
the
your phone
UFL. Yeah, keep your phone. Don't change your number, okay?
I'll tell you this though, like I saw
We're gonna go
Zach
ahead and cut you.
Taylor come out and say Joe Burrow is starting a week 1 preseason. I'm like, why?
No, the whole squad is, bro.
Why?
Yeah, well,
He's
because
Start
they
everybody
shortened.
else. Don't start Joe Burrow. Like,
Well, because they,
what-
I think he wants
limit
because
the opportunities.
Facts.
they're
Facts.
just trying to figure something out, but also having only 3 preseason games, they want to give him a series. And keep it light.
I give him the
ambulance on
first
deck.
half in game 2 and a quarter of game 3. He's ready to go. He's Joe fucking Burrow.
I'm
He's
not
Joey
gonna
He's
lie.
Joe Burrow.
You want to know what snaps I
He don't
give
need
him?
much.
I
What?
give Joe Burrow from the shotgun handoffs. That's all you're getting
Yeah,
played for.
just get out there and feel the environment again. That's
Yeah,
it.
just
Just make it to the
calm
regular
things
season.
down.
That's all
Just
I got.
just give some reads, hand that bitch off.
Man, just
Okay?
hand
I
it
just
off.
feel like
That's all you need to do.
sometimes it does. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter for certain players
give him-
depending on their situation.
I think like
That's it.
veterans, like I seen Aaron Rodgers say it doesn't matter. Like obviously, I'm like, all right, yeah, you're in year 72, Rodgers. Like
Yeah.
nothing's gonna change, bro. You're good. But
Speaking of,
for younger guys, like y'all said, I think, and when you're in a new spot, so for instance, like Kyler, who's named a starter, which I vibe with,
yeah,
K1.
K1, Calamari,
K1 over
We'll never-
9, baby.
we will
over
never
9.
forget
That's
9.
Crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But I mean, he
9,
needs those
baby.
snaps. He needs all those snaps. I think for instance, Jackson Dart needs it. And then, for instance, like the Steelers are young guys with Mason Rudolph. They need all the snaps they can get just to give somebody some hope. But I mean, Isaiah, your squad, y'all need some like Malik. I hope he's playing because I mean, even
I think he'll get a couple snaps. I don't know who our backup quarterback is.
you gonna need him.
Is it not Quinn Ewers?
Is it
But
not?
yeah,
Who?
Quinn is
Quinn,
still on
baby.
the squad.
Quinn.
That's right.
Skylar Thompson's gone.
That's right.
Teddy Two Gloves has been gone.
Hey,
Mike
shout
White's
out to Teddy
gone.
Two Gloves for retiring again.
Yeah, for the 4th time. I did see something interesting as far as preseason is concerned. This is a preseason ranking. And I saw the meme of the guy on the couch from that video where he got drafted. And he was like, me? The Steelers are ranked 5th as the 5th best loaded team in the NFL. Marlon, how do you feel about that? That's
I
the
ain't
overall
surprised,
rankings.
motherfucker.
Top 10. They're
I'm not
number
surprised,
5.
motherfucker. I'm not surprised. We the shit, bro. Like I've
Also,
been trying to tell y'all.
With preseason stuff, I saw another video where Mike McCarthy came out and said that we're having to relearn Drew Allar on how to play quarterback. And the interesting take that I got from that is college QBs in some systems with their head coaches, they're only asked to do quick reads, so first reads, and they don't know snap counts. All they know is clap their hands.
I'm not even with that. I think some college universities don't teach you the fundamentals of playing. They just try to get the most out of you, and you don't get developed. So you get to the league and you have all these talents, and you're wondering why it doesn't work out. And then you get with somebody like Mike McCarthy, and he tells you like, bro, it's your footwork, not hard of a fix. Like you're panicking under pressure and your footwork is so erratic that you're not even stepping into your throws. You're leaving some off and wondering why you're throwing the ball right to a middle linebacker. Like that. Those are things that you can fix.
Will Levis.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys that.
Yeah, no. Will Levis. I don't think his footwork was bad. I just think he couldn't see at the field. But I'm curious to see. Honestly, Drew Allar. If you want my opinion, Isaiah, Drew Allar is still a year away. Not because I don't think he could come out and play. I just don't want his confidence broken. I think he is one of those guys similar to like Mahomes or like Rodgers, those quarterbacks that they have hella potential, but that potential will be ruined if you rush them out there. He needs to sit and learn how to play.
Let him marinate.
Yeah, bro.
Like a good steak.
Let him do that, and then you'll get a chance to see him in the preseason. Everybody said he'll make some wow throws, but then he'll also make a throw that you're like, who
let
the
him
fuck were
proof
you
up
throwing
like
to?
a nice like a nice loaf of bread. Let him proof up a little bit.
He's already. I mean, he ain't even took a snap, and he's already better than Kenny Pickett. Will Howard too. Will Howard, I'm curious. He's national champion at Ohio State. Curious to see what he looks like playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers when he's not throwing to God, Moses, Jesus, Peter, and everybody else at wide receiver on Ohio State's team. As well as giving the ball to Goku, Vegeta, and everybody on Dragon Ball Z at the running back position, and being coached by the Bible directly because you had Ryan Day and college Chip Kelly. So I'm curious what he looks like in the NFL to see if he's mutt or not, and see Mason Rudolph. But go ahead.
I was going to say, shout out to Dragon Ball Z characters. Cameron's got a new starting running back in Bashal Tootin.
That's right.
Sounds directly out of Dragon Ball Z.
Let me tell you something, man. Bashal Tootin is straight from Liam Cohen School of Running Backs, man. He's exactly the same running back that Liam Cohen always had in Tampa, or that he likes, them little scat kind of looking backs.
Yeah. I'll never forgive y'all for ruining
I've heard that
James
Chris
Robinson's
Rodriguez is going to give him a push when he gets healthy. He's just not healthy there yet.
He's not bad. He's a serviceable back. No, I just had to shout out that name. Shout out to your team. We talked about each other's teams.
I'll tell you this. Oh, my bad.
Oh, go ahead.
I've heard Will Howard's been doing well in camp.
It just depends who you hear it from. I've heard some people say that like he's been missing throws. He's not consistent. And like with Drew Aller's also not consistent, but Drew Aller also has a rocket. So when he's consistent, he's throwing balls that you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. Will Howard is missing throws and then slamming his helmet on the floor, screaming and stuff. So I think he feels the pressure. I think he has a chance. But again, to me, Will Howard is Quinn Ewers. But we'll see. I mean, he can prove me wrong. But I was going to say, what's happening?
I heard a little certain quarterback out of Mile High is giving Josh Allen vibes.
Who?
Who's the quarterback in Denver? Fool.
Bo Nix?
Did you not see what his offensive coordinator said? He said he is. I'm not gonna. This is a paraphrase, obviously, but basically it said he's ahead of where Josh Allen was in year 3.
All right. Anyways, no, I'm joking. I mean,
that's the Red River Rundown. We'll see you next week.
Honestly, the bar of like year 3, Josh Allen was that. Nah, that's crazy because I think that's when he was.
Year 3 is when he put it together.
Yeah, no,
I think it was his wild card second
year.
Yeah, I think year 3 was his first good year. Year 4 may have been the year that I'm thinking of where it was like.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
the Kansas City game.
Wild card game.
Yeah. But all right, keep it pushing. Talking NFL, anyways. NFL Hall of Famers. I can't believe I didn't put the list up here of the actual Hall of Famers, but I do know Luke Kuechly got in, Drew Brees got in. Isaiah, let me know some other names that got in because again, my dumbass forgot to write down. Larry Fitzgerald,
Adam Vinatieri,
Adam Vinatieri, stacked class. Ricky Waters got in. Man, yes. When is Merton Hanks gonna get in, bro?
Never.
Well, how long are they gonna keep my boy Fred Taylor out of there? Tired.
I don't know. That's
tired of it.
No. So before we move on to are these players Hall of Famers or not, and I'll add a couple on there too. Isaiah, you wanted to shout out the Hall of Famers, brother. What does the Hall of Fame mean to you? What do these players mean to you? Do you remember watching them growing up? Go ahead and shed some tears, man.
Well, first of all, I just want to talk about Adam Vinatieri and how he single-handedly, with that right foot, started what the Patriots are known for today. If it wasn't behind him making that kick in the AFC Championship and then turning around and making another kick in the Super Bowl.
Hold on. Can I interrupt you real quick?
Divisional round.
No, the Patriots are known for being freaky right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so he started the better version of the Patriots. This freaky version.
what the common era would know the Patriots at what the common era Patriots are
before they started drafting
2024.
Before they started drafting people on t-shirts and not the good way.
Yes. Yeah, Cameron, if it was a division round, my apologies. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, one, Adam Vinatieri played like 18 seasons in the league. He is the all-time leading scorer in the NFL, and he has the most game-winning field goals in NFL history. And his name isn't talked about enough because I think his name kind of got lost in the common era of football. We're not seeing a lot of people, hit chip shots just to change the positioning of the. Hold on, let me finish. We're seeing people go for it on fourth down more than we've ever seen before. So what Brandon Aubrey is now is almost, and what Cameron Little is now, is almost an enigma. We don't really see dudes constantly making 50-yarders like Adam Vinatieri was, or Chris Boswell like he was doing as well. It's not as common anymore because if you cross the 50-yard line and it's 4th and 5, they're going for it. At the 42-yard line. They're going for it at the 35.
The Steelers are going to do that too. Like Boswell is still going to be a solid kicker, but he's going to be, I'm going to say an afterthought, but they're not going to kick as many field goals as they were. But no, I agree, bro. Like the Larry Fitzgerald, the speech he gave, shouting out Randy Moss because he was the ball boy in Minnesota when Randy Moss and Chris Carter were there. That was dope. Like that was one of them where it's like, man, that's crazy, bro. You got to know like Randy Moss.
Yeah. Well, Randy. He said, I let him drive my Benz to prom. I had to make sure he was stunting on him.
I just think it's crazy that Luke Kuechly is in after only playing 9 seasons. Do you know how good you have to be to only play 9 seasons and be a first ballot? He's
Bro.
first ballot now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is insane.
First ballot.
Which, I mean, he was clearly the best linebacker in the league for many of those years, but it's
He
insane
was
how
a
good you have to
5-time
be.
All-Pro in
Bro.
9 seasons.
That's insane.
And he got hurt for 3 of them to where he didn't play a complete season.
Yeah,
So
man.
every
Luke
year that
Kuechly
he
was
basically
overrated.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm trolling.
The way that they speak about how he studied the game and how he was able to translate his studying to the field and execute it was insane.
The crazy thing is, like, you don't have a lot of linebackers that are like the best linebacker in the league stopping the run and the best linebacker in the league covering the pass. And he was.
Unless it was on Julio Jones, baby. What's up?
It's crazy.
It's safe to say that Luke Kuechly was the Brian Urlacher of that generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in a small, you got to think, like, Ray Lewis is regarded as the best linebacker of all time. I think we can all agree on that to some degree.
I'm going to agree because the allegations.
I would have said the most feared linebacker in the league.
He beat the Okay, well, who is in your eyes considered the best linebacker?
Dick Butkus. James Ferrier.
James Ferrier. Stop trolling. Everybody knows it's
Ryan
Ray Lewis.
Shazier.
Before the injury.
Jack Lambert.
For you, absolutely. All right.
No.
My point.
I'll say like top 5.
Look,
yeah. Go ahead.
Look, my point being, Patrick Willis and Luke Kuechly are Hall of Famers. Patrick Willis played 8 years. Luke Kuechly played 9 years. Ray Lewis played 16 years at that position. My point being is, you know how impressive you have to be regarded in those same conversations with such a smaller sample size of execution in the NFL. That's why Luke Kuechly is special. You got to think, Patrick Willis would have probably surpassed Ray Lewis if he would have continued playing. In my eyes.
Maybe.
He played 8 seasons.
Is that Ray Lewis's fault?
No, it's not. I'm just
Ray
when you look at guys like that, like Calvin Johnson, 9 years.
Overrated.
Retired, Hall of Famer.
Barry Sanders is overrated too. Straight-faced it too. What's that?
I think it's more impressive that Ray Lewis played middle linebacker for 16 seasons consistently. He was as productive in year 16 as year 1.
It was the deer antler spray, bro. The deer antler
bro blew his shoulder out and was like, "Tape it." They were like, "Your arm's gonna fall off. Tape it."
Give me the bionic arm. Give me the Gronkowski sleeve.
Okay. Well, I guess we understand. Shout out to the Hall of Famers, but I guess it's perfect timing.
It took Tom playing 4 more years after he retired to clear all his records.
Man, ain't nobody trying to worry about Drew Brees. Anyways, so this is a conversation that everybody likes to have. Are these players Hall of Famers? We don't have to go too far. The only answers we're given is yes or no, and I'm going to give you a name. And yes means they get in the Hall of Fame. No means you don't. And then at the end of the show, if we have time, then you can go get your shit off. All right. So first name up, Eli Manning.
Yes.
All right. Phillip Rivers.
No.
Yes.
Keep that. I'm gonna say yes. Actually, shit.
No, we gotta give it
yes or no.
Matt Ryan. No.
Yes.
I'm saying no. Cam Newton.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Yes. Antonio Gates.
Yes.
Isn't he already?
I don't know. But yeah, I think so. Reginald Wayne.
Yeah.
Yes. He'll probably get in over Hines Ward. Andre Johnson.
Yes.
He is already.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
He got inducted last year.
Terrell Suggs.
Yes.
No. Kim. What the fuck is y'all talking about? I'm pretty sure Jared Allen got in last year too. Darren Sproles.
No.
Maybe.
Eventually.
No.
Right now, no.
Hell no. I mean, I ain't gonna say hell no like that, but no. Nah, bro. Marshawn Lynch.
Yes.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes.
Undoubtedly clear
Now-
the books.
Now look,
Big Ben.
no, absolutely,
First
I
ballot.
agree. I agree with Ben. Somebody said that it's hard for them to say Ben though is because he never was an All-Pro, and I was like, but
You know how many people are in the Hall of Fame that were never all pros?
hey, bruh,
They were just Pro Bowlers.
hey, yeah.
Do you know the
Eli
job he
Manning.
had to do to hold that locker room together with that collection of personalities?
Man, he was one of the personalities. You
He
remember
didn't
his
hold
track record?
shit together.
Man, he
didn't
had to hold all them people together while doing what he was doing in the club. Man's a legend.
Allegedly.
First ballot. First
Allegedly.
ballot.
Nobody comes back from a motorcycle accident like that to
If
throw
there's
for 500 yards the way
that's
he did.
right.
I mean,
That's
you're
right.
right.
The
If
most
anything,
500-yard games in NFL history. Big Ben.
I mean, that's a bar.
Clip that.
That's a bar.
There's only
actually.
2 players in pro sports that I know that rape somebody. And one of them's a
Jesus.
Hall of Famer.
Whoa.
One of them is
Hey,
allegedly,
we gotta cut
though.
that out.
That's allegedly. Allegedly.
My bad.
You say
One of them's a Hall of Famer.
grape.
So the other one, it only makes sense that the other one becomes a Hall of Famer.
I mean, you're also not really too wrong.
We are now canceled. What's the next? What are we?
Definitely
So I
cut
try
that
to pull
out.
it up. It's too late now.
What
It's
are we
on
talking
there.
about now?
Bad.
So college football. I figured we could talk about the college. I mean the Power Four. I'm sorry, Cam, but we can talk about the Power Four and at least give 4 teams that we think actually can win it this year, coming out of obviously the SEC, the Big Ten, the ACC, and then the Big 12.
Yes.
Who's winning it? Let's start with the Big 12. Who's winning the Big 12?
Texas Tech.
Cam. I'm afraid, Isaiah, just so you know, I'm afraid to say Texas Tech just because of like
Bro, they
no,
were
like,
going to
why did y'all
fight the government to keep their quarterback. Like, that says something about the rest of the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
That's-
that's what I was gonna say.
That's why I'm hesitant.
That's how
to say.
much they love that kid. Okay, he
I
just made a
guess.
mistake.
Bro.
Dude, listen, man. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit. You know what? I don't give a fuck about the Big 12, so I'm going to say Oklahoma State, just because.
Me too.
I'm a believer in that offense with those
I
weapons.
said it a couple weeks ago. I'm OSU.
Yeah, like,
It's crazy
what-
work. So
what Signetti did with Indiana and all the James Madison players, why can't Eric Morris do that with North Texas's players that went 10-2
Facts.
last year and almost made the
Facts.
playoff?
facts. The ACC.
I mean, it's
Clemson.
got to be Miami, right?
I'm saying. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot about
Miami.
them bums. I forgot about the
Yeah,
bums
probably.
Because they
in
bring so
Miami.
much back, and then they get Darian Mensah.
Yeah,
I mean, they basically were like, "We're gonna buy Darian Mensah off of you, Duke.
facts.
Go eat
Yeah.
it."
They probably were like, our quarterback Carson Beck was probably the worst quarterback in the nation on a good team last year, so we're going to upgrade that position and see if we can win because Carson Beck is trash.
Plus, I think they might have the
Isaiah-
Heisman winner on their team too.
Facts. Isaiah, who you that high on Mensa?
I gotta
Not
be.
you,
I
fool.
mean,
I'm talking about Cam.
No, not Mensah. Malachi Tommy.
Who? Bet. Got you. Okay. No, Isaiah, who you picking, Clemson or Miami, or who you picking from the ACC?
my Chammy. My Chammy all the way. Not
Miami,
Clemson.
okay.
Clemson's still got a lot of work to do.
Johnny Tapia.
I'll tell you,
Okay,
like,
I
my
got you.
sleeper for the ACC is Louisville.
I own this fucking down. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Johnny.
My money.
Shit. The Big Ten.
Ohio
My-
State. Is this even a question? It's Ohio State.
Oregon.
I was actually going to say
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah, I was going to say Oregon.
Oregon?
Man.
Here's the crazy thing. This is gonna.
Man.
I mean, hot take. Wait, do we have a hot take section?
At the end, bro,
At
save
the
it.
end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
And if you
gonna
need to,
save
Write
it.
it
ask
down.
Kale, 'cause
Write
Kale-
it down.
Yeah, write it down and just save it. If you have to ask Cale Bonson for, I mean, he said he's here, man. So next up, the SEC.
That's like the toughest one to actually make a pick out of.
Oklahoma,
You know what?
bro. If they had half an offense last year,
It was over
different.
with.
Yeah,
It's over with.
and
I think
I feel like they got better. Both sides.
just give him a running game. Just give him a running game. Regardless, like
I will.
I'll say this.
I will say Georgia. I'll give Georgia.
You just got
probably
your
the best
OU card
odds.
like a year and a half
Yeah.
ago, Isaiah.
Yeah, but I'm a realist. Okay,
Okay.
I'm also a
Okay.
realist.
We're gonna beat
okay?
the hell out of
I would
Georgia.
say
Put that
Georgia.
on something.
That's right. In Athens, yeah.
Put that
Okay,
on something.
sure.
Yeah.
Go Dogs.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Between the hedges.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's Auburn.
So
Okay.
here's a thought. Obviously, since we're in Oklahoma, I've been thinking, what do y'all think OU's ceiling and floor really is? Because like in my head, I'm like, I think their ceiling, they can win the SEC. I think they can be one of, if not the best team in the nation. And then I also think that shit could go wrong, and it could look ugly.
So
Yeah.
what does that say realistically? Just
It says
we're
that
talking.
schedule is ridiculous.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think it's
with-
100%
with
the schedule.
that- Okay, with that, right? How much better does the offense really need
Just
to
a,
be?
a
Because I
running
think-
game, a consistent
just a
running
running
game,
game.
just a consistent running
Please.
because like okay. So I think with and without the injury, I looked at Mateer last year and I said, if you have to be the hero, I don't think the OU is good enough to win. But if there's a running game and he's just in another playmaker as like on the offense, I think the offense as a whole would have been good enough to just, you know
Like,
what I mean? But
yeah. I look at OU like they've got to be good enough where Brent Venables doesn't feel like he has to put a leash on
Ben
the
Arbuckle.
court. On Arbuckle. Where like, because last year when Mateer got hurt, when he came back against Texas, how bad he was.
Yeah.
After that, from that point on, it was like, hey, we're gonna win with defense and field goal kicks.
Yep.
And field position. Like,
Yep. Shorts.
yeah, shorts. So as long as he doesn't, as long as the offense is good enough to where he can open it up and Venables doesn't feel like he needs to shut that down, then we'll be fine.
Have you played them in the new college football game?
Played who?
Like OU?
No, I don't want to.
As
I
Bro,
want nothing to do with it.
they run Mateer like he's Cam Newton.
Yeah.
I swear, bro.
Well, on the game, he's listed as a scrambler. I'm like, what?
Bro,
Like,
I've
he's
ran
a
a
dual
quarterback
threat.
sweep. I've ran a quarterback sweep
He's
with him in the
fast.
game, and it's
He's so
it's a
fast.
wrap. If you hit
He's
the
so
edge,
fast.
it's
Yeah,
over
he's
with.
gone.
It's
He's
over.
so fast.
Yeah, it's over with. But I was
Fast
curious.
killer.
I was curious. What like? So we know everybody's ones. What's everybody's twos? We have a little bit of time we can go through. So if who you think's who's finishing runner up in the Big 12? I have OSU winning. I do think Texas Tech can runner up. Damn, Isaiah.
Yeah, you know what?
What
You know
you-
what's crazy? I'll go BYU too. I like BYU.
Hey, shout out.
Ooh.
ACC. Ooh,
Never mind. Go ahead.
nope.
ACC?
ACC.
Give me Georgia Tech.
Run. Okay.
Georgia
Louisville.
Tech.
Give me, just because I don't care, give me Coach Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels.
What? In the ACC?
In the ACC. Bro, the ACC is so boring. I don't even care.
Bro, it's
Give me
You could
them.
have said Virginia Tech. I would be like, all right, I could see Vision. I could see it.
I didn't know about
Michael
Virginia.
Vick.
I
North
picked Virginia
Carolina?
before I did Virginia Tech.
Facts. The Big Ten.
Hot take time.
Oregon.
Give me
Since I picked Ohio State first.
Give me the USC Trojans, number 2 in that conference.
Wow.
I don't even care
Not
what
Cal?
you're saying.
Listen,
Give me,
no, because
give me Nebraska.
bro, they just, I wouldn't say that, but I mean, they bring back Jade Mayava, and then they hired Gary Patterson to run the defense. I think that matters a little bit. I think Gary Patterson's defense is going to be a lot better than anything that Lincoln Riley's thrown out there yet.
Lincoln Riley needs Jesus to be able to, because I mean that's what we thought about Alex Grinch all those years ago.
Give me USC number 2 in the Big Ten and a quarterfinal matchup against OU.
I'm waiting because
Give me what we want.
give me.
So you need to add a Batista in here. You're gonna give me what I want.
Give me what I want. You know what? Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
OU has wanted
out.
Lincoln Riley for 5 damn years now. Give us what we want.
I think they're just drawing the wedge and just. I mean, Vince McMahon is writing the segment. Well, before we go over to NBA, do some shout outs over to the NBA. Is there anything else college football that y'all want to lead us into before we start diving into it more throughout the episodes in the coming weeks? Brent Venables is going to get fired if OU wins 5 games?
No.
Okay.
1,000% yes.
No.
Ooh. Does he get fired though? That's the question that I've been wondering is how bad would it have to be for BV to get fired? But I don't think he can because of last year.
There would have to be like turmoil behind the scenes and a bad record, Like that's because he is OU,
Yeah.
Like he wants to win here and he's been backed. So when the university backs him, I mean, because if there was a year to fire him, it would have been 2 years ago. And then last year, everybody wanted him to be on the hot seat so bad, but they weren't going to fire him after last year either.
Man,
Like
I
I
don't
would
know. If
stand
they
on
would have
that.
rolled out if they'd have rolled out 6 wins, I don't know. They might have been like,
It's gonna be bad.
but I was just curious. All right. Well, we're jumping over to NBA and we'll start this off. Shout out to Mark Walters for selling the LA Lakers and getting that $2 billion before that court case comes down. Player, I hope it's a Netflix documentary. Thank you for being a part of the franchise for a little bit. And then next, shout out to Russell Westbrook for a fantastic career. I know it's a tough day here in Oklahoma for a lot of people. I'll go ahead and start it because, you know what I'm saying, I was never a Thunder fan. But I will say that as an Oklahoman, Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook, like I have a hard time thinking about the Thunder without thinking about Russ, even regardless of like Shea bringing a title here and everything that's happened, just because of him being here when the Thunder were just still a thought in Oklahomans' minds and not even knowing or being able to register that we have a franchise, and then to see it build up that fast and see how good he got also so fast, and then see how he stayed loyal whenever KD left, how he wrote it out and whatnot. Like, shout out, great career. Um, you know what I mean? Like, the city is basically yours at this point, Russ. So take a bow. Please don't shoot a jump shot because I don't need any more bricks. I'll take a bow.
Yeah, I just with Russ, man, I just feel like his connection to the city is almost unmatched. I would feel like what he means to the city of Oklahoma City is comparable to what Baker means to the city of Norman, like to the University of Oklahoma and its fan base. But not only that, but like he still comes back and is a part of the growing city and what it's doing. With his investment into the new stadium in the soccer team that we're getting, like just simple things like that. That's all helping the city grow, and how fondly he speaks of Oklahoma City as being like another home. I don't know. I still think that his MVP year is one of the greatest individual seasons I've ever seen in my life from a single player. I mean, the moments, like the clutch moments he had, obviously his explosiveness, the triple doubles, like all of that. I mean, it was a crazy season on a team that barely made the playoffs. Like you could look at that two ways too. I mean, what would they have done without him? Like, how bad would the team have been without him? Or how good could the team have been if there was more of a system there rather than just give the ball to Russ and let Russ just do his thing? Yeah. And I get tired of the slander about the stat padding. Like, people can say what they want, but this man averaged a triple double across 3 different teams. Is by far the best rebounding guard in the league, in league history, across 7 teams. So for people to act like all bigs do is just stand, like move people out of the way and let him get rebounds, like maybe in Oklahoma City, but when you do that across a bunch of different organizations, I don't know if that's something that you can necessarily use as slander against him when it's done in multiple organizations. I just think he was that good a damn rebounding guard. Now, there were moments, but I don't know. Go ahead. I'm done with mine.
Well, I'm glad that he did. And the only reason why I say this too is because it was starting to get to the point in his career where it was you were searching for a place to go to see if you could still compete And I don't think it's a question of if he can still compete, but can he compete at the same level that he once could. And last year in Sacramento was just like, you could see it more as like a last stop to try to mentor some players, but also like, does he want to be a part of that grind? His kids are getting a little bit older. He's starting to do other things outside of basketball. I think it was a perfect time for him to walk away from the game. Overall, you got to think, played 18 seasons, and that 18 years went by like that when you think about it. It went by really quick, and then really it sucks because his last 5 or 6, he was considered more of a journeyman than what we remember him and his impact on Oklahoma City. He's going to get a statue here. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. His impact is felt, and it's still being felt years after he's left Oklahoma City. So overall, like, hats off to him. Great career. I feel like those last couple of years, man, it just seemed so different for him that it doesn't tarnish his legacy. It's a good thing that he decided to leave whenever he did.
You know what's crazy is like the last few years, what you're talking about. Like I kind of agree with you because too often players tend to play too long and they're a shell of themselves, and then that's what they're remembered for. I think Russ was starting to get to that point.
Yeah.
People forget that for like 7 years straight, this man's most dangerous weapon was his stop and pop pull-up jumper. That thing was so lethal because of how explosive it was getting to the rim. And when he had that going, man. But
really, when he in game, I'm not saying that this man can't still find any park, any gym in the country and not hit 50 out of 55 in those motherfuckers. But in game, whenever that stopped falling, I think it took away an aspect of his game and people started guarding him a lot differently, especially after a couple of injuries that he had.
Yeah, they just said shoot.
That threat. Yeah, I mean, overall though, I mean, him retiring, I'm glad that he finally found that stopping point, because why would you want to go back to Sacramento when you're not going to compete?
Yeah,
everybody else is kind of looking at you like, I don't know how much you could bring to the team. That year, Denver was really good for him. I wish they would have allowed him to stay there to some degree because he was really making an impact and that team was competitive with him on it. It just sucks that it kind of ended the way that it did.
Do y'all think he's obviously getting his jersey hung, but
yeah, like tomorrow if he could.
Question. Would you do it like ASAP, or would you wait until opening night in the new arena and do it on opening night?
I'd probably do it opening night at the new arena.
See, I think I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
it would be the first jersey hung there. I like that idea.
Well, it would it would be the. I mean, it's the statue for what he helped build. So essentially, I'd be cool with that.
I think that he should be the first one in the new arena.
Do they sign him back to a one-day contract so he could retire as the Thunder?
Nah, because he already retired. I don't think he gives a shit.
When the day comes that they retire Durant's number, they should hang it in the. They should hang it in the old arena.
The old one, yeah. It's gonna be a parking lot in it.
Whatever. They should hang that one.
I think they're still gonna keep. I think they're still gonna keep Paycom for a while for
they
like
should
concert
They should just put a
stuff.
KD jersey out in front of that old KD's restaurant, and that should be kind of.
That's the only place they'll have one.
Yeah, but
because he should get his jersey retired here too.
It'll be.
Had 9
he should. But
great seasons here.
In time.
Yeah, I guarantee you this shit doesn't. It's yeah. Anyways, so going to the UFC 330 is this weekend. I have not really paid that much attention to the card. I do know the main event is Ian Machado, Gary, and Islam Makhachev. I paid attention to it a little bit, but the rest of the card to me has not really. I mean, there's names on it. There's people that I would watch the fight, but it's really, yes. Mackenzie Dern is the main event against Jillian Robertson, but I mean, Jalen Turner fights, but that's the third last fight. I personally would need a little bit more for me to be overly interested in the card, but I am still curious to see what happens in the main event.
Mm-hmm. So, my thoughts on this card is it's in Philly. I think they're trying to use a lot of brawler type fighters in this card until you get to the main event, and we're gonna see a possible snooze fest. Islam Makhachev style, take you down, smash. Whole fight, smash. I don't think it's a bad card overall. I mean, there's some decent names on it. I think it's in the U.S. It's in a city that they love people fighting. I think there's an opportunity to see a lot of early finishes, but I don't. This is just me being honest with you. I don't see a world where Ian Cuck Machado Gary beats Islam Makhachev unless he point fights the shit out of him, and he's gonna have to do it at distance and have huge impact and administer a lot of damage to Islam Makhachev, and I don't think he can do that.
I think
Ian
he can,
Machado
if he can,
Gary stops him in 3.
if he can stay up, I think he could. I think he can get Islam out of there. I just don't know if he can stay up. But he's been a hell of a, like, you got to think
When's
Shavkat.
the last time Islam has been threatened?
Dustin
Volk.
Poirier, I would imagine. I mean, he wasn't really even threatened then, was he?
Kind of.
I mean, he got split open.
In times.
It was a harder fight for him than he wanted to, but probably the last time Volk won. Yeah, Volk won. He was wide eyed for a little bit, and then obviously the second one he got him up out of there. But I think if Ian can stay up early, then I think he has a chance. But if Islam gets going and gets him on the ground quite a bit early, it's over with. It's over with.
Who is Ian? What's his most impressive win to y'all?
Prates?
Like, truly impressive.
Yeah, Carlos Prates.
And he's just kind of getting his, like, he's starting to come up, right? You would say that Carlos Prates over the past, 2 years is starting to kind of come up?
Yes, but also at the same time, that's about the same time that Ian Machado Gary has been fighting the most elite. Because, I mean, if you just look at it from 2024, Jeff Neal, dub, but that was a split. Michael Venom Page, dub. He lost to Shavkat. He beat Prates, and then he dominated Bilal Muhammad, who was the champ. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he's got some. It's just one of the. It's like, I don't think he's had a performance where he's masterclassed anybody, and he's like, the way he's talked about is like he's the second coming of Conor. And he hasn't put on a masterclass. No, I don't. Yeah. But I do think he's a very good fighter, and I think that.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, again, it's. I learned with the Justin and the Ilya. Like, I think Islam is the boogeyman, but if there is a world that he can't get him down, and if he can't get that boy down, boy, I'm telling you, he does not want to stand and kickbox with Ian.
No,
I don't speak too soon,
because when he fought,
I'm 2 for 2 in my last 2 main event predictions. Ian Machado Gary in 3 or less, brother. He's gonna get him out of there.
You gonna put that on Kalshi? You gonna put that on RainBet? You gonna put that on Prize Picks?
I'll tell you what, Isaiah. I'll bet you a case of whatever the hell you drink at the next softball. And if I win,
3?
If Machado
within 3?
If Machado or if Ian Machado Gary wins, you bring me a case of Michelob's.
Within 3.
Yeah,
he's got to finish him within 3.
Yeah, I'll take the bet.
I get you a case of high noons, baby. He's not going to get him in 3.
Seal it, stamp it.
Hey, it's still just there.
Clip it.
It's there. I mean, I'm glad that y'all made
that
bet.
That's a crazy take.
Look, I'll say this.
I don't think that me taking Gaethje over Ilya was crazy. And Gaethje beat the shit out of it.
It was.
For 5 rounds.
It was. Yeah, they beat the shit out of each other for the first 3.
The only thing that I'm curious about is
Ilya got, and it was when he started unloading the body.
Radmanovic kind of controlled Ian quite a bit, and if he can, I think Islam can as well. I thought Ian Gary was going to be a lot bigger than Islam, and he's not. Like, when they stood up next to each other, I thought he was going to be a lot taller, and Islam would look like the much smaller fighter. He doesn't, man.
Ian Machado Gary is going to finish the job that Conor couldn't.
I hope. Then he can fight Carlos
Khabib in the quarter.
Bro, you know what kind of drunk or coked out rambling tweets Conor's gonna have?
Bro, if Ian brought Conor out for one of his trainers, that would be fantastic.
On the crutches, bro?
You'll do nothing.
Yeah.
He'll do nothing, and Lord, I'm so proud of you. I couldn't get that rat. That rat.
He's terrible on the feet, terrible everywhere else. I told you was going to take him down. That's what you did. You got him out.
You did what I couldn't, but all right.
He's a little boy.
All right. Well, we will see what goes on the next UFC
Within
card.
three.
Within
That's
three.
a
That's a
big
good
bet.
bet. That's a good bet. We will break it down definitely the next episode. And then
Next
obviously
Wednesday.
we have to chat about pro wrestling.
That's
and
right, baby. Let's go, Isaiah.
Before obviously, because these are just would you rathers, Isaiah, so you don't have to trip too much, you know what I'm saying? But
All right.
hey, stuff is
I'm
starting to get okay. It's you know what I'm saying? Stuff is happening. It is not, I'm not watching every week, but it is what it is. But here we go with the would you rather pick one. Would you rather Stone Cold Steve Austin's career or The Rock's career? Just wrestling.
Stone Cold.
I would probably say Stone Cold too because of his character changes.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
because he was
Their
low-key hilarious,
character
bro.
changes are about the same. They're both funny, but I do it for the amount of time that Stone Cold stayed in the game. Overall wrestling career versus The Rock. It was longer.
barely. I think he started in 90.
But it was longer.
90, and then he retired by 02, but he was out of the game for like 2 or 3 years because of his neck. So maybe like 9 years, and I think The Rock was active for 8.
It was like 96 to like what, 3?
04, I think was his. Yeah, 04 was his last WrestleMania match up until. So I mean, it's
I
around
think
the
it
same
really
time.
boils down to like whose character would you rather have, Stunning Steve or Rocky Maivia?
Rocky Maivia.
Yeah.
Give me Stunning Steve. Hey, bro, when he was in that little shit that he was doing. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Yeah. I almost said The Rock. I'm not gonna lie, y'all talk me out of it. All right. Would you rather be booked as Hulk Hogan in the 80s or booked as John Cena in his run?
It's got to be John Cena.
I think Hulk Hogan in it. I think Hulk Hogan, RIP in the 80s, meant more to wrestling.
Yeah, but who would you rather be booked as? Hogan?
Hulk Hogan in the 80s? It kills me to say it because of the person that he is.
Bro,
I'm going to pick John because
the
Hogan was a
doctor
piece of shit.
of thugonomics.
Well,
although he had Hollywood. Hollywood would have been a fun-ass character. I don't think about that enough.
Yeah. I'm saying if you're thinking of the 80s wrestling and how fucking famous Hulk Hogan was in the 80s in wrestling, I'm taking that over what John Cena was in his prime.
I'm not, just because both Vinces gave up on Hogan. Vince Sr. and Jr. did. And Vince Jr. did not give up on Cena. Never.
Because he was a company man. And, brother, if it don't work for me, I'm not going to do it, brother.
Well, one of them ended up on TNA bleeding like shit, wrestling Mick Foley 60 years past their prime, and the other one didn't.
Well, let me tell you something.
Have The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak or Shawn Michaels' WrestleMania career?
Or I'm taking Shawn Michaels' WrestleMania career. Because at the end of the day, streak don't fucking matter no more. Brock squashed that. And then Roman Reigns squashed it right after that. So
facts. Yeah, give me Shawn Michaels matches. The
Are
Iron Man.
You going up to the streak being lost?
No, I want it all, pause. But, I mean, bro, with Shawn Michaels, you also get that Hell in the Cell match with... I mean, you get 3 fucking matches with Taker if you take Shawn's. You get the 2 last and then the one with Triple H when he's a special guest referee. Then you also get the Bret Hart Iron Man match. Then you get the Chris Jericho match.
Yeah, I'd take Shawn's because every time Shawn showed up to WrestleMania, it was a moment.
It was, bro.
You remember... I don't remember the first 17 of the Undertaker's streak matches.
It was bad. I can tell you who
there was some
Gabriel
duds,
Gonzaga.
brother.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
he did beat Superfly
Gorilla Monsoon or something.
Yeah, he beat Superfly Jimmy Snuka too. And
was it WrestleMania when he hung Boss Man? Was that WrestleMania? See, now that was dope. That was cool.
Sure it was.
But
be Ric Flair or Triple H. Be Ric Flair or Triple H. I'm going Rick.
Yeah, it's got to be Rick.
There's only one answer.
Yeah.
It's crazy that man had that kind of life and is still alive. at his
Still
age.
still rambling incoherent on
Still
Twitter.
getting drunk in Tampa bars and getting kicked out of to this day.
He's wild. This next one, have Brock Lesnar's WWE run, the entirety, or Roman Reigns' WWE run.
Roman Reigns.
For what? Why?
The bloodline, just the bloodline. Is that why? Or
on Jesus sandals, give me Roman Reigns.
Man, hey, on God, give me Brock Lesnar. You telling me I only have to work 4 days out of the year and I make $1 billion, bro? and remember, Roman had some duds. Like, they hated him. Never in the history of Brock Lesnar, even if you got tired of it and you're like, it's the same thing, you never hated him the same way that people were just like, this Roman kid isn't good. Like, everybody knew Brock was good. It was just like, bro, we're tired of seeing the same shit. Roman early was bad.
Yeah.
And one of them has Sable. Have Eddie Guerrero's career or Rey Mysterio's?
I'd probably, man, I'd have
I
to
will
say Rey
take Eddie
Mysterio.
Guerrero's. Eddie Guerrero's career was fun, especially when he went to like the Real Latino Heat and the Viva La Raza. Like, that whole stretch was awesome.
I'd say Ray, because Ray in WCW just doesn't get talked about enough.
I was gonna say, if I was gonna lean one, I would say Ray, just because he was actually booked like a star in WCW. But I mean, I also know that, I mean, maybe this is a hot take, but Rey Mysterio probably only won the title because of what happened to Eddie Guerrero. I don't think if Eddie wouldn't have passed, I don't know if Rey Mysterio ever would have been champ. So, and then a final here. This is the one right here. Be the Undertaker or be Kane.
I'm taking the Undertaker. Like, career.
It be the Undertaker or
Being
be
the person.
Kane.
Give me Kane, because when Kane got on the mic later in his career, Kane flipped the script and everybody loved him.
Bro.
Nobody gave a shit of what he was. I think his
Isaiah,
impact is.
Were you watching when
Yes.
Ric Flair drafted him to Raw? His crash out in the locker room was fantastic.
That's what made it beautiful. Are you talking about the Undertaker when he got drafted to Raw? Well, what about when Kane had Team Hell No?
I mean, listen, when Kane went to like being silly and goofy, I mean, the fact that nobody cared was kind of cool.
I'll say, I think everybody always talks about the dead man character and then the American Badass as being like the two.
Yeah.
Truthfully, bro, like the first monster version of Kane is a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, unmasked Kane.
Him for a little bit, like unmasked, give him the Hall of Fame, and then him with the mask back in Team Hell No. Give Kane 3 Hall of Fame.
Unmasked Kane, when he first unmasked, belonged in ECW. Or not ECW, he belonged in AEW. He hooked the jumper cables up to Shane's nuts.
Man.
He lit Jim Ross on fire. He got Lita pregnant.
I'm gonna say this, and it might be controversial. Okay, I think what Kane did with his character when he got unmasked was there was more of an arc to it versus like the Undertaker was the Undertaker. Whenever he went back to the Undertaker from the American Badass, he didn't have to really say a lot. He just showed up and performed. So overall character,
what I want with the Undertaker.
With the Undertaker player. And that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. He just came out, fucked somebody up, and went back to the locker room.
So I there is still a few more, so I'm gonna get to those back for a second. But also, like, Kane was really like that. Fuck what Undertaker's talking about. And without Kane's story, is the Undertaker remembered as fondly as he is? And then, all right, so 2 groups. Would you rather be in the Shield or would you rather be in DX? Give me DX, by the way.
DX.
Yeah, facts.
DX.
Evolution or the 4 Horsemen?
Evolution.
Evolution
is a mystery.
And that pick at Madison Square Garden is the hardest pick of all time. Sitting courtside, baby.
Wrestle the Undertaker at Mania or Stone Cold at WrestleMania?
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I'd say Stone Cold because I think it would be a cool moment being in the ring and then hearing the glass shatter.
Yeah.
Main event.
Or, hey, I'm gonna kick out this son of a bitch right there. Hit him with a
Hey,
clothesline.
get up and I'm gonna hit you with a Stone Cold Stunner. Kick out right before.
Stunners.
All right. Hey, kid, I'm blown up.
2.5.
Let's go home. Main event, WrestleMania against The Rock or Cena.
Yeah, The Rock.
Win the Royal Rumble or win Money in the Bank?
So are we
I think
talking about for the
Rumble-
moment or for what you get for it?
I think
Just
I
winning.
think the Rumble, depending on where you enter, right? Because I think it meant more
True.
depending on where you
Yeah,
enter.
if you enter like one, I think it could be the Rumble. Money in the Bank, it also depends because
I just think
you
the
get to
Royal
cash
Rumble
in.
is historically
yeah,
like it's a much more prestigious event to win.
Yeah,
But I would love to win Money in the Bank and absolutely terrorize whoever the champion is for a whole
Facts.
year.
yeah.
Just-
Just try to cash it.
Facts.
Constantly.
Every time you come out, my music hitting automatically just to let you know. All right.
Yeah.
Have one
And-
WrestleMania main event or win 5 mid-card championships.
WrestleMania main event.
Same. I don't care about the
Yeah,
mid-card. I want to
same.
be the man.
Well, are you shitty if you never main event WrestleMania?
Now there's
But
a lot
you
of
Not
win a bunch of
necessarily.
mid-card
Nah,
championships?
there's a lot of big time guys that didn't WrestleMania or didn't main event WrestleMania.
Bobby Lashley.
I was gonna say bigger than that. Pause. I don't even think Kane has. But have CM Punk's mic skills or Ric Flair's?
Oh, dude, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Facts, right? Ric Flair. My name is
Dude,
Ric Flair.
People can talk all they want about TNA, bro. His shouting match with Jay Lethal was fantastic. That's one of my all-time favorites.
I walk down and they get on the largest ride.
Big
Anyways,
fella.
oh God. On Space Mountain. All right, have Kurt Angle's wrestling ability or Brock Lesnar's athleticism?
Wrestling ability.
Kurt won gold medal on a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, but I mean,
Period.
but Brock could
No.
wrestle good enough to win
The
national
UFC
championships
heavyweight
and win the UFC heavyweight championship.
Yeah, but
And
in
then
that
he was
era-
athletic enough to do a fucking gainer. Like, on the
no,
top turnbuckle.
almost.
But still.
He only tried that shit like 3 times, bro.
All right.
And that third time, he was like,
Hey, I got you right here. You ready? This is the last one for real. Pick one. Would you rather? The Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, or current?
Attitude
Era.
Give me Ruthless Aggression.
I was gonna say that,
But
I feel like
the Attitude Era for me is Stone Cold and The Rock. You take them two out. I do not give.
Well, where does the Invasion fall?
The
'Cause that was early
Invasion
2000s.
that's still the Ruthless Aggression is basically after
Like
all of
after
that
the
shit.
Invasion, yeah.
Attitude Era, I would say probably 97 until 2002. And then from like 2003, like think Randy Orton, Lesnar, Cena, like Batista, those are Ruthless Aggression. Everybody before them is Attitude Era.
Unmasked Kane.
Unmasked
I would
Kane,
take
Kurt
Attitude.
Angle, I think, was better in Ruthless Aggression. Triple H was better in the Ruthless Aggression. HBK came back. Goldberg was there for a little bit. I mean, again, Taker came back. Kane was better. Rey Mysterio,
Booker
Eddie
T.
Guerrero, Booker T. Like the Attitude Era, it meant
Chris
more to
Benoit.
me because like I watch wrestling like crazy. But honestly, again, if you take Triple or if you take HBK, The Rock, and Stone Cold out of it, I do not give a fuck. I do not care.
But Bret the Hitman
Kurt
Hart.
Angle was
Fuck
Kurt Angle was pretty
Bret
good.
Hart is I know, but
Chris Jericho.
he's in the but Jericho came back in the Ruthless Aggression era, and he was really like that. So I fuck with him. You also get the
Bro, you
beginning
had-
of CM Punk, Batista. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me. I thought the shows were better in the Ruthless Aggression. The entire show. Like I don't care about Val Venus. I don't care about Al Snow. It was fun at the time, but like looking back on it, I'm like, bro, it's just it's wasted. Like I saw Val Venus on a video the other day, still doing shows in like gymnasiums, and he's like 60 years old, bald, fat, and he still does the towel, and he's.
I guess Ruthless Aggression wasn't bad yet because like they still, I mean, they dialed it back a little bit from the Attitude Era, but they still, I mean, chair shots were still a thing. They were bleeding still.
It was in the middle of
edgy
that.
Still.
Yeah, it was in the middle of that when they. So around 7 is when they stopped. That was the
still had the Edge and Lita show.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what
Vince died twice.
I personally prefer it. Now he
blew out his quads.
I think there are things. I think there's things from the Attitude Era that I think are better than every other era, and I think that's Stone Cold, The Rock, etc. But as far as the full era, for me personally, I'm going Ruthless Aggression. I couldn't pick today if I wanted to. I like the stars. Like, I'm a big Javon Evans fan. I'm a big Trick fan. Oba, Braun. Like, I'm a big fan of all of them. I even like what like Roman's doing right now, the Bloodline, all that shit. I like it. But everything else, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool.
Can we talk about just briefly a full edit of Randy Orton forgetting his lines and how hilarious that was throughout his career?
He said, "What's my line?
My line?
Big Show's ass is mine." So what? Nah, he's cool. He's cool. All right. Well, we got to the end. We had some hot takes. Obviously, Cam had one. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it was. USC. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you wrote it down.
Go ahead.
USC.
So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Give your hottest take of the week. Tell the people peace, and then pass the sticks. Isaiah, you can go last. I'll go after Cam.
All right. Well, I guess then my hottest take of the week is that Ian Machado Gary's going to win in 3 rounds.
Now, you tried that shit on Sunday. You gave that shit on Sunday. You were trying on Sunday.
But it was
you
still a hot take.
I told
all right.
Hey, no, no.
All right. USC will finish top 2 in the Big Ten with Oregon. Ohio State will not finish top 2. That's my hot take. I'm passing the sticks.
All right. Here's another week. Another week of me just sitting here thinking that I could call on the Pittsburgh Steelers to give a hot take, but that's not what I'm doing. My hot take of the week this week is that the Philadelphia Eagles don't make the playoffs. And I'm standing on it all year, pause.
Okay. I'm going to switch it up for you. My hot take: the Boston Red Sox go to the World Series this year.
That's a hot take?
Yes. Nah, I think that's
the hot take would be like the Marlins would be in the...
Whoa.
Like,
why you got to come after my guys?
You go sniff the wild card.
We just won tonight 8-2.
Hey, facts.
What's the record like?
It's not very good.
Like?
We got 10 games above 500. We were second place, and then we sold the system.
And there you go. All right, okay.
We did what Marlins did.
Let's say before, and I'm just going to hit at the end of you, Isaiah. Can go first. Top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, right this second.
Right now.
And it doesn't have to be in order.
Okay. Top 5 in the league. Let's go Josh Allen. Let's go Sam Darnold. Let's go Lamar. I'm gonna take Lamar back off. I'm not putting him there yet. I got to think on him because he was pretty bad last year for the games he played.
Well, don't even worry about last year, bro. Just push this out. Who do you think is going to be the top 5 quarterbacks this year? Who do you think are going to be the best
in the
5?
league?
Okay.
Yeah, my fault.
Okay, so Darnold.
Okay.
Josh Allen. I'm gonna go. Yeah, go ahead and throw Lamar in there. I think Lamar will bounce back. Man, Matt Stafford.
Okay.
Duh. Matt Stafford. And you know what? Give me Trevor. Give me Trevor Lawrence. I think he's going to jump again this year.
Wow.
I think he's
what
good.
That's why we get
Joe
those
Burrow.
takes. That's why we get that. Hold on.
Joe Burrow is
he's
not
going to make the
season.
And Isaiah, you wait. You're last. All right.
I should have said Malik
me
Willis,
go first.
Bum ass.
Okay. Well, God. Drew Aller is number 1, actually. I think the top 5
off the list. I'm pissed off about now.
I think the top 5 this year are going to go
Patrick Mahomes,
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Bo Nix.
You finally believe.
No, leave us with it so I can end this shit.
Okay. think it's pretty simple. What did y'all say about Joe Burrow? Y'all were talking over each other.
He's
what was
not
that?
going to make it through the year. He never
Not gonna
does.
make it.
Okay.
But no, this is your
Okay.
list. This is your list, and you got to stand
This
on
is
it
my
all,
list.
all year.
It's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. Because if you ever say some shit that one of these dudes is cheeks, I'm pointing to this moment. I promise you.
Okay, bet. Josh Allen, that's a safe bet.
I hope he's
Matt
trash.
Stafford,
I hope he's trash.
That's another safe bet.
Yeah, trash.
Okay. Joe Burrow is going to play the full season this year. That's three of them.
Yeah, and they're going to win 3 games because he's butt.
That's 3 of them. Patrick Mahomes is 4. Bo Nix is 5.
Okay, so
I can't say Pat Mahomes because I've spent the last 5 episodes shitting on him. So
you're shitting on the Chiefs.
Just naturally,
you're shitting on the Chiefs. Yeah,
but
he's
if the
good.
Chiefs are going to be
just
ass, then I don't feel like, because I feel like if Mahomes is what Mahomes has always been, then they won't be ass. They'll be decent.
If them knees that Travis Kelce has now, too busy, you know what I'm saying, trying to get Taylor Swift Kelsey, trying to get her next album in gear.
No, he's on his knees praying to the Taylor Swift fans that he'll make it through another season healthy.
Here's another hot take. I would have put Dak Prescott in my top 5 before Pat Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.